Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7, streaming on YouTube. In your top stories, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. We're learning more about the UNLV grad who was fatally injured at a local construction site. His family is now looking for answers as to how his life was cut short. Review-Journal's James Schaefer has the story.
On Tuesday, Las Vegas local Jeremy Bice suffered a fatal injury at a work site on Boulder Highway. Jeremy's parents told the Review-Journal that he was engaged to be married and aspired to compete as a bodybuilder. The attorney to his parents, James and Cheryl Bice, said, "Details are thin and we are looking for answers. We are involved to assist them in getting to the bottom of this." A spokeswoman for the State and Health and Safety Administration identified the location of the site as the Chapman Dodge project site and declined to further comment, citing an ongoing investigation. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm Jim Schaefer.
In other news, First Lady Jill Biden stopped by Las Vegas today to thank nurses at UMC Hospital for all their hard work. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour has more. Good evening, Renee.
Good evening, Jen. Well, the event was coordinated by the Service Employees International Union in honor of National Nurses Day. The First Lady and her husband, Joe Biden, are traveling across the country this week to promote their $4 trillion Jobs and Families plan, which includes a proposal to spend $2 trillion on infrastructure projects like roads, bridges, and energy systems.
I think the general idea was to sort of lift spirits of these frontline workers who've been working, so hard in such tough conditions for over a year now.
Yesterday, the First Lady visited schools in Salt Lake City after her stop here in Las Vegas. She will now travel to Fort Carson in Colorado. Jen?
The First Lady also paid a visit to the 2021 National Teacher of the Year, who is a Las Vegas teacher this year. Special education teacher and learning strategist at Booker Elementary, Juliana URTUBEY, is the first Nevadan to be recognized for her efforts through this award.
I'm advocating for a joyous and just education. By joyous, I mean that every student has a deep sense of belonging in their school because the school uplifts who they are. And by just, I mean that teachers are working collectively to build educational learning spaces where we give students everything they need to thrive.
As National Teacher of the Year, URTUBEY gets a paid year off for speaking tours throughout the year. In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, Love Your Smile Again. Teens from the nonprofit Hope Means Nevada discuss mental health and suicide.
We were more isolated, which made it even more challenging.
This is in wake of the alcohol-related death of a student at the Alexander Dawson School. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and these students say they want to remind their fellow peers not to prioritize social media, but rather those who support and lift them up. Plus, local health officials are reporting 2 Clark County residents have died from rare breakthrough cases of COVID. Breakthrough cases meaning they were fully vaccinated. 29 immunized people have been hospitalized as well. Experts say there's no need for alarm, though, as this is a very small number compared to the 630,000 vaccinated residents in the county. On to your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. We're learning the upcoming Resorts World Las Vegas is aiming to be one of the first crypto-friendly properties on the Strip. The resort says it plans to allow guests to use a Gemini crypto wallet to pay for services or convert their dollars into cryptocurrency. Resorts World also has received approval from the Nevada Gaming Control Board, the board's chairman saying the resort's parent company, quote, "Financials are great and ratios are outstanding." In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County, we've already told you about Lake Mead's alarmingly low water levels. Now we're learning the National Park Service has extended 4 boat ramps. Boulder Harbor could be completely inaccessible by early July. Over the last 20 years, water levels have dropped by about 145 feet. While water levels do remain low, high winds can still make it dangerous for young children. A 6-year-old girl drowned this past weekend at Lake Mead. Now, 2 Facebook groups, Las Vegas Fishing Club and Lake Mead Family Boaters Uncensored, say they want to honor the girl's memory by raising money and replenishing the Park Service's supply of life jackets. Now a check on your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour is here for you. It was a hot one today with lots of sunshine and some wind. Tonight it's looking to drop down to the low 70s to give us a short break from the heat. For your Friday, you can expect some strong winds coming through from the southwest at around 20 miles per hour to cool us off to the mid-90s. This weekend will be a bit cooler, sticking to the low 90s until about midway through next week.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. With this sports update, I'm Leandre Fox. The Las Vegas Raiders have signed free agent guard MARQUEL, HARRELL, who most recently signed with the Buffalo Bills as a practice squad member. The Las Vegas Lights FC opened its season with a 5-0 loss to the LA Galaxy 2 on Wednesday night in Carson, California. And HELLMUTH got the last word on Daniel NEGREANU winning the second round of their $100,000 buy-in high-stakes duel.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Aviators are back at Las Vegas Ballpark after a 1-year hiatus, and the AAA baseball team is back on the betting board at Station Casino Sportsbooks. Las Vegas is a -175 favorite over the Sacramento River Cats tonight in its season opener. Odds makers expect plenty of runs to be scored in the opener of the 6-game series. The total is 14.5, with the under a -125 favorite.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Barry Manilow is coming back to Vegas. He pushed his reopening at Westgate's International Theater to September, which was originally set for June. He'll be performing from September 16th through December 4th. Barry Manilow has been a longtime Vegas residency favorite. He spent 5 years at the Las Vegas Hilton, which is today's Westgate, and another 2 years at Paris Las Vegas. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Good night.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.